All right, you bitches and bros and non-binary hoes, welcome to the Bards Against Humanity. I've already fucked this up, haven't I? I have. Never mind. I'm going to do another 5 seconds of silence.
Please keep that in.
Do we want to keep that in? That's our intro now.
That's our intro. That's our intro.
All right.
We're human.
It's going to stay in the recording. It's just going to go in the bloopers.
I think you should just edit out this preamble. Just edit out non-binary hose and fuck, I fucked it, and then immediately go into it again. Oh.
All right, you bitches and bros and non-binary hoes, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, or whatever ungodly hour you find yourself listening. We are the Bards Against Humanity, here to strum your loot and absolutely wreck your ear holes. So prepare for a podcast that is most definitely going to hit harder than a nat one in bed, because we're coming in your ears. Leo, take it away.
That's right. I'm here. Leo's here. Whoop whoop. And so is Dan.
I will never leave.
An interesting way to say hello. And today we're talking, going more into the Barbarian subclasses. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the path of the Berserker and the path of the Wild Heart, which was previously the path of the Totem Warrior. But we'll go through all that when we go through them individually. Dan, are you psyched?
I am psyched. Mainly because the one subclass that was never fucking used for Barbarian has actually become usable, and I'm really super excited for that. Guess which one it is?
Yeah, it's the Totem Warrior. No one uses that.
I can't even joke about it. That's the one that most people... That was one of the more popular ones.
Yeah, no.
Berserker sucked.
Don't worry.
Berserker just sucked. It was awful.
It's wild how... It's wild that... Because I've said it a lot, you know, we've done a couple of episodes of these, and it's incredible how much I just completely ignore if it's shit. We spoke a lot about it during the Druids, spoke a lot during the Fighter, though at least I looked into the other ones and then decided they were shit. The Berserker, I don't even remember this one. Before this episode, doing the notes for it and preparing for it, I could not tell you what it involved.
Yes, because you never fucking used it. None of our group ever used it. Yeah. Even in for like the one shots we did, not a single soul touched Berserker. It was mostly either Zealot or Totem Warrior. Even then, I think there was very little there's very little deviation between the two.
No, why would you? They're unbelievable subclasses.
So, are we gonna? Do you want to be religious angry or do you want to be animal angry? That was basically the vibe that they went for.
Pretty much. Who doesn't love being religiously angry?
We could make so many jokes about that.
I know. I was about to, and then I stopped myself. I'm learning.
We're learning, but leave them in because it's funny. Let your filter out. That's the whole fucking point of this.
Oh, there's a line. Though I've only crossed it once. Sorry, listeners. We've edited it out, but considering only once, I'll take it.
Take it, yeah.
Hey, I'll take it.
Cancel culture is rampant. We're not going to try and get this podcast buried before it even starts.
Though it'd be cool to be trending on Twitter, even just for 20 minutes. Sorry, X.
I know they say the bad press is still press, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
I'd rather not go trending on the cesspool that is Twitter. Yes, Elon, I'm still calling it Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not calling an application a letter.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran already beat you to it, all right?
That's very true. I actually didn't mind it when Ed Sheeran did it. Be better.
That was a whole vibe.
Yeah. It worked for him. He didn't just call a song X, though, did he? It was just the album called Multiply, and even then, that's a full word.
Yeah.
Didn't he call this? X. Yeah. Didn't he call? He did a plus sign one. Did he call that like addition or something? I don't think he called it just plus.
Anyway, I don't actually know. Now I kind of need to know.
I don't know if I bizarre.
Very bizarre. Yeah. Just let me look at his discography there for a quick second.
Yeah, no, it's right. I'll just ramble while you search for it. My favorite thing about Ed Sheeran is that he's so boldly ginger. Very rare to pull off.
Boldly ginger is a strange choice.
A turn of phrase, isn't it? Such a talented musician. But he's so ginger. He is so ginger. He shines.
Yeah, there is one. It's just called Plus.
Is it just called Plus?
Yeah, which is weird because I owned this fucking album.
Oh, I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah, I owned this fucking album. So that's why I was like, I need to fucking know. And I was like, oh, it's the one I owned.
That's so poor. Anyway, I think we'll start with the shit one.
Oh yeah, let's start with the shit one.
So we're gonna start with Path of the Wild Heart.
It's not the shit one.
Only joking. We're gonna start with Path of the Berserker. It's not the shit.
Yes, this from level 3 was terrible. Just straight up fucking terrible.
Yeah. It just at level 3. Oh, go on. Yeah, no, actually, I'm awful. They're just violent.
Awful.
I never describe what they are and what the subclass is veering towards or nothing like that. I just go straight into it.
Were you getting into the nitty gritty? You're beating around the bush, whereas I'm just trying to give things too much context.
Fuck the context. At level 3. No, so you're a barbarian who is violent.
Extremely violent.
Just extremely violent. Enough said. It's none of this druid subclass where it's like, ooh, you're the being of the moon. No. You're violent. You're a violent barbarian, which seems like calling something a round circle.
Yeah. Pretty much. Except this circle has some glaring holes, like their level 3 feature, Frenzy. This is the original edition from way back in the original Player's Handbook in 2014. So when you choose this path, you can go into a frenzied rage, and what that allows you to do is, while you're raging, you can make a single bonus attack as a bonus action. Pretty nice, you think, right? But when that rage ends, you gain a level of exhaustion.
Not good. That is no bueno.
Oh, it is very no bueno. 6 levels of exhaustion, you die. As according to this, it's terrible. The only way to get rid of exhaustion is to long rest, and that is 1 point of exhaustion gone. Cast things, I believe, like Greater Restoration, gets rid of a point of exhaustion, but that's a 4th level spell. Your cleric's going to be waiting a little bit to get there when you're at level 3.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
It's so dog shit.
Especially as any class that has 2 weapon fighting as part of their base class can already make an attack as a bonus action. There's so many better things you could use your bonus action for other than give me an extra attack and then just get exhausted.
Yeah, and also like I had it in my hand and now I've dropped it. Like the DM will know that he has a barbarian, and the barbarian's only thing is rage, so it's going to try and force it out of its rage, if that makes sense. Like he's going to try and like keep bouncing around the place so you keep hitting yourself, or like the likelihood of you dropping a rage. It's why you have multiple rages.
Yeah.
It's why you get fucking 5 at level 12. In case you drop it, in case your DM is being mean, so you'll just keep getting exhausted. 1 second, I just want to check something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so come level 17, if you get bunched out of all your rages, this is back for 2014, if you get bunched out of all of your rages, you would die, because you'd keep getting exhaustion and exhaustion and exhaustion, which for maybe hitting on an attack just isn't enough. Luckily, they have changed it. They got rid of the exhaustion, and it actually works a bit more differently. So now you simply deal extra damage when you hit on your turn, once per turn, I believe.
When you reckless attack.
Sorry, yes, if you use reckless attack, so still not a normal attack. Sorry, you're dead right. I am blind. You then, to determine the extra damage, you roll a number of d6s equal to your rage damage bonus and add them together, which is quite nice. Come level 3, your rage bonus will be what, a +2? Yeah, +2.
+2.
So that's
base,
2 d6s. 2 d6s of damage extra. And it doesn't say. It seems to be a free action. You just have to reckless attack, obviously. So I guess it's still technically a bonus action, but that's much better.
Bonus action to rage.
No
reckless
exhaustion.
is just free action when you make your attack.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So reckless is free.
yeah. So a lot.
And yeah, it's what? It's 2d6 at base, which is basically what rogues are getting for sneak attack, but this is much more consistently available. Not even much more consistently available. Sneak attack is already consistently available. But then at best, it gets up to +4, 4d6 on your first attack on your turn. Oh, sorry, the first target.
Which isn't great. Which isn't massive, I think. But I'll say, obviously, sneak attack scales up massively in comparison, but you're gonna feel like a tank early on, so I don't mind it. It's significantly better. I actually quite like this as a level 3.
It's really good.
I think it would be a bit too overpowered if it was without reckless attack.
Maybe a little. Your reckless does provide you with both the advantage and the disadvantage of having advantage on your own attack rolls versus the enemy having advantage on you as well at the same time. But here it also specifies unarmed strikes. I fucking love this. I was glazing this up in the fighter episodes, and they're still continuing the trend. It has been a trend throughout all the abilities that they've that previously never mentioned unarmed strikes that otherwise realistically should. And this trend is continuing here with by specifying it's like the damage has the same type as the weapon or unarmed strike used for the attack. So if it's a slashing greatsword that you're using, it's 2d6 slashing. If it's a great hammer you're using, it's 2d6 bludgeoning. It's great.
Well, I just don't know the weapon types like that, Dan. That was very impressive.
Well, to be fair, sword slashes, hammer bludgeons, so that's just an easy way to do it.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I just think of it. If
so
realistically this weapon can make a bonk sound, it does bludgeoning. That's how I figured out.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you're going to bonk someone with a hammer, not a sword.
You never heard the amazing bonking sword?
Yeah, that's with the pommel, and that's to knock out your enemy without dealing without just continue.
Don't hurt yourself. Yeah. Level 6. Level 6, we have Mindless Rage, which hasn't changed too much, but there is a slight change, which I think is super important, right? So 2014, you can't be charmed or frightened while raging. And if you are charmed or frightened when you enter the rage, for 2014, the effect is suspended for the duration of the rage, which means if you get knocked out of the rage, like we talked about earlier, then you'll go back to the frightened or charmed condition. For 2024, the condition ends. I think this is a very good one because it's one of the most irritating conditions that's relatively common. It's so irritating. Charmed less so. The frightened condition can go fuck itself.
Ah, yes. Frightened condition just makes everything
so I quite
a
like
little
this.
bit more fucky.
I remember. So we did a one shot relatively recently, and it was can I remember the name of anything? Absolutely not. I'm solely focused on the Barbarian. But his whole thing was the frightened condition, and so it was a level 20 kind of one-off encounter. So I just stayed invisible and ran around, hoping for it to end, because I played a rogue and I wanted my advantage. And everyone, even Dan, you turned around and was like, "You're not gonna hit him? You're not gonna hit him?" I'm like, "Nope. I'm gonna stay invisible. I'm gonna do my saves, which I'm not making." And I started marking out how many rounds it had been, because I was only frightened for a minute.
It had actually gone on that long. It was really fucking funny. I felt so bad, but in the end, I didn't. I felt bad, but it didn't feel that bad.
I think I needed like an 18, and I just knew how unreliable that would be. And so I rolled, and I got like a 6, and I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. And I immediately started counting. I'm like, fuck this is stupid. So I'm just running around. And about to say, with a rogue, you want the sneak attack, and no one was near him. I'm like, it's so pointless for me to attack him, because he was resistant to all my damage as well. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm invisible, and I'm making this save, and then maybe I'll do something.
The determination, I will admit, was very impressive. The commitment to the bit was great.
And what did it take? Round 7? Something ridiculous.
Something ridiculous like that, yeah. It was like 7, maybe even 8. Because I think it was
maybe 8.
You still had like 4, maybe 5 rounds of Frighten left after that, because I don't remember if they used their Frightful Presence right away. I don't think they did.
I don't know. I was purely just counting. I was just counting down, man. So yes, the Frighten condition can go fuck itself. I actually quite like this at level 6.
It is quite nice. Like just
and the fact that it gets rid of it is nice.
Yeah, because beforehand, imagine coming out of your rage and then immediately being charmed again, while also getting a point of exhaustion. It sucks.
It's sickening. Oh, not only are you frightened, you're also exhausted.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's 1 extra point of exhaustion for you. 1 more and you die.
Damn it, I guess I rage again. Interesting choice.
Yeah. The next ability that they do have on their or at least what for level 10 in the 2014 edition, they had a thing called Intimidating Presence, which essentially worked like Frightening Presence for or Frightful Presence for dragons. So essentially it just gave you when you use your action, you can use your action, which was kind of a bit shit, to make sure to see if people will be frightened of you. But that would be creatures within 30 feet of you that can see you. They must make a wisdom save, and the DC for that was 8 plus proficiency plus charisma. As a barbarian, can you ever tell me, Leo, that you meaningfully chose charisma?
No.
So it sucked.
No.
But
so
even,
it's 12.
Even better, not even better, even worse, that frightened condition would only last until the end of your next turn. It would only go for 1 round. And you had to use your action on subsequent turns to prolong that, to see if it would keep going. But that was your whole action wasted on trying to make something frightened of you, when you could just do the usual barbarian thing and make them extremely frightened of you by just beating the shit out of them.
Yeah, you've also missed one on 4, which makes it even worse. It's not creatures, it's 1 creature. You choose 1, so you can only affect it with 1.
Choose 1 creature. Oh, I missed that.
It's just 1.
Oh, that's so much worse.
It's even worse. You can't even do crowd control. It's awful. Now, what they've done instead, I quite like.
They have still given Intimidating Presence, but for the new edition of Berserker, they just give it a level 14 instead.
And have changed it. So we'll get, it's made changes. Which makes it usable. But instead at level 10,
much more usable.
When you at level 10 now, you get Retaliation, which is when you take damage from a creature within 5 feet of you, you can make a reaction and make a melee attack using a weapon or an unarmed strike, just for you, Dan.
Yes, I love this. Touch him.
Which would that would that actually come into effect with like Sentinel? Or does Sentinel specifically say opportunity or a reaction attack?
I think it's if you've hit with a opportunity with. Hold on, let me pull up the wording for Sentinel here. Sentinel 5e. And I'll pull up the 2024 one.
Opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'll pull up the 2024 one and see what it says.
That's much smarter because actually I'm not looking at 2024 for some reason. It automatically loads up 2014.
Oh yeah, it's still opportunity
Don't appreciate
attack,
it.
So
which I mean, to be fair, that would have made it ridiculously overpowered. But still handy. Always lovely to get a reaction attack. I don't know if Polar Master.
Polar Master specifies you can make an opportunity attack when someone enters your space, so that works with Sentinel.
Opportunity. That's why that works with Sentinel. But still, hey, you know what? Retaliation works very well. Who doesn't love an extra attack? Your whole build is making attacks on creatures. And it makes use of your reaction, which, if you're not a rogue or a spellcaster, is very difficult to get any utility out of. So, I actually quite like it.
If you want to feel like Grog Strongjaw from The Legend of Vox Machina, this is how you do it. I believe when they started playing, he was originally a Berserker Barbarian, but I think Matthew Mercer may have changed Frenzy. I'm not exactly too sure. I did not watch their campaign 1 live play, but I think he was Berserker Barbarian.
I have only seen the Vox Machina anime thing that they did. I very much enjoyed it.
It was very, very good. It seems the 2014 Berserker Barbarian feels very much like how Grog Strongjaw is in that series. It's great. But for
2024, not 2014. 2014 is trash.
2024, yes, excuse me. We're dog shitting on 2014.
Yeah.
But with the level 10 and level 14 abilities that they gave out for Berserker, they have actually just switched places in the new 2024 rule set. So Retaliation, I believe, was the exact same. So when
exactly
you
the
take
same
damage, you can shoot within 5 feet of you. You can use a reaction to make a waylay.
A waylay.
A waylay. All right.
No, waylay.
Rolling with it. Yep, waylay. You could make a melee attack against that creature. The exact same, just wording has maybe changed ever so slightly. And the 2024 then in version of Intimidating Presence, it's a bonus action. Hooray! Already better.
Doesn't use your strength modifier. Doesn't use your charisma modifier. It uses your strength modifier. Because that's how frightening works.
And what it is everything within 30 feet of you. Every creature of your choice.
Yeah.
So
and
now, unfortunately, that means you
turn.
have to be able to actually see the creature for this to work.
Oh,
you have to choose the creature. Yeah, that's how I understand it. Because it's each creature of your choice in a 30-foot emanation originating from you. So you have to choose those creatures.
Oh, you do. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'm like, where are you seeing?
It could be like if that enemy is hidden and you don't know where it is, you can't choose it. So, but it's already better because it's more than one creature.
Yeah, and it's not just for a turn; it's for a minute. It's actually usable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good.
Yeah. And on the end of each of the creature's turns, they can repeat the same wisdom save, as Leo had said, based on your strength modifier, not your charisma. It's still 8 plus strength plus proficiency. So it scales really well. Strength is always going to be your highest stat, or at least one of your highest stats as a barbarian. If you get your hands on those lovely, lovely giant's belts, that DC is going to get high very quickly.
Now, granted, wisdom is a bit of a difficult throw. I always feel for them to fail. I don't know if that's just the way that you've scaled it, but I don't care. And something that they didn't have in 2014 is that once you use this feature, you can't use it again for a long rest, right? Fair enough. Unless you expend a use of your rage, this is a free action to restore the use of it.
Yeah. Always nice to be able to use, once again, your class-specific resource to use your abilities.
yeah, you're gonna have 5 rages at this point, which I very, very rarely use up all of them. I actually quite like this subclass now. I think it's actually going to be quite good. I'll build this. Fucking Josh can build his druid shite. The Circle of the Sea. Oh no, I swear it's really good. And we'll see which one comes up. I actually quite like this. I think they've made really good changes here.
I quite like it. It, in my opinion, is the soul of what the stereotypical barbarian is. They're a big, scary motherfucker who's just going to hit you at something and hit you hard. And by God, they will. You'll be terrified of them. In my opinion, it's like a bread and butter class. It's easy to pick up. Anyone can use this. It's a really easy class to use from the very beginning.
Yeah,
you're a tank. You hit hard. People are scared of you. You can't be frightened of your enemy because, let's be honest, every single combat you're raging, there's not going to be a single one where you're not. And you're just gonna do well. I would say it's like, yeah, it's great improvements, but really anything would have been an improvement on the old barbarian, on the old berserker.
Oh, they could have made it significantly worse if they really, really wanted to. But
fucking hard.
I do think, like, for comparing it, I think this barbarian, I think you've said it perfectly that it is for a beginner. I'd actually give it like a 7 out of 10. I quite like it. It's simplistically beautiful.
7 is pretty much where I was at.
Yeah, I think the old one is like a 4. It is horrendous. If you're up for a challenge,
I am being generous. Anything that gives you exhaustion just for using the class's features, bullshit.
That's actually very true. Yeah, no, maybe a 2. I'm gonna half it. it because
I'm putting it at a 1. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
It's
especially
like,
considering you get this at 2. I'd like to reckless attack, but I don't want to use this feature. Please, you gotta use it. No, but I really don't.
2. Well, that's too damn bad.
But no, I actually quite like it. I'm vibing with it pretty hard. Good job. Let's see how they did with the Barbarian. No longer Path of the Totem Warrior, but Path of the Wild Heart.
Hell yeah. Okay, so the same thing as when you select this class, you have the same, I think the first ability is the same, but basically what the Path of the Totem Warrior is it's kind of like a more spiritual version of the Barbarian. Essentially, they accept animal spirits as basically guides, and depending on what animal spirits they choose as they get their abilities, they level up, they gain different benefits. The best way I've used to describe this is it feels like Very Brother Bear. If you've ever seen that film, it's a great film, but it feels like a Very Brother Bear Barbarian subclass. I can't believe I said that sentence without tripping over Brother Bear Barbarian.
You did very well. You should be proud. You have earned a Jaffa cake.
You forget we're doing this remotely, so that Jaffa cake is useless to me, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Could you imagine if we were recording, but separately, but in the same house? That would be wild.
It'd be wild. That'd be fucking hilarious. And yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Screams issues.
It screams issues.
Someone's not bought milk for a week.
I refuse to record in the same room. I can't make my coffee anymore. Nobody bought milk. You're the one that did the grocery shopping. I don't care. You didn't buy it either.
You never buy milk. I bought it for 5 liters in a row. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, shut up.
Do you know that's a real conversation I had with someone? It is the most ridiculous, where I had to calculate how much milk I'd bought in a row. Like, how depressing. I'm like, I've got so much other shit to do with my life. Why am I counting the liters of milk I've purchased?
I spent the afternoon counting up the liters of milk on a fucking abacus, and guess what? I'm still counting.
I don't even know. I don't even own an abacus. I had to steal this abacus.
No, I used an online abacus.
I got the police on me, and I'm trying to count milk. Stupid.
So now, not only am I frustrated at them not buying milk, I've got a court date. Anyway,
anyway,
the whole thing about Path of the Totem Warrior, as we said, is animal spirit guides. So one of the first things they get is they have the ability to cast beast sense and speak with animal spells as rituals. Plain and simple.
Which hasn't changed. They haven't changed that. I'm interested to see why they called it the Wild Heart instead of Path of the Totem Warrior. Sorry, I had a bit of a moment there. Whether or not they want to get rid of the physical item, because how many people do you think have lost their totem? And it's like, well, now you're just barbarian of the, but I'm a totem warrior.
Yeah. So the previous one, you gained your abilities through these totems. Now I think the way they described it is barbarians who follow the path of the Wild Heart view themselves as kin to animals. So these barbarians learn magical means to communicate with animals, and their rage heightens their connection to animals as it fills them with supernatural might. Whereas previously it was totems.
Yeah, so they're an angry Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, I went obscure with Brother Bear. You just kind of nailed it on the head with angry Dr. Dolittle. Makes more sense. All right, hell yeah.
All right, buddy.
Previously, when you at third level chose your totem spirit, there was 5 options for you to choose from. One being bear, then eagle, elk, tiger, or wolf. In the updated version, there's only 3, being the bear, the eagle, and the wolf.
Which I don't mind.
I don't mind. There was always a clear option for me with Path of the Totem Warrior, and that was bear, because while raging, you have resistance to all damage except psychic.
While now they have gotten rid of quite a few, so you're now resistant to every damage except for still psychic, but they've included necrotic, force, and radiant, which isn't too bad. Like, obviously it's a downgrade.
Oh, it's a big nerf.
But force is relatively rare in my opinion. It can happen with a few spells, absolutely, but not super crazy. Necrotic and radiant are a bit of a hit.
I mean, what they did was they took the previous feature and just added 3 resistances to it on it. Path of the Totem Warrior, Bear Totem, was one of the very, very, very limited ways that you could get resistance to force damage. So they've taken that away. That's just a straight nerf.
Yeah, no, big time. It is a nerf. I'm trying to decide how bad of a nerf it is. And it's kind of getting worse and worse the more I think about it. So let's move on to Eagle.
It's 3 times worse than the old one, but yeah, sure.
Shut up. Shut up.
I could be wrong. It's 300% worse.
It's 300% worse. The math ain't mathin'.
The math ain't mathin'. But yeah, Leo, what was Eagle before and what's it now?
All right, so Eagle before, while you were raging and aren't wearing heavy armor, other creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attack rolls against you. And you can use the dash action as a bonus action.
Yeah.
That's what it was in 2014. Very nice. Very nice. But I'll say we'll go through 2024, where you can take the disengage and dash actions as part of that bonus action. And while your rage is active, you can take a bonus action to take both of those actions. Yes, sorry.
You missed one bit, which was when you activate your rage, you can take dash and disengage as part of that same bonus action. And then while it's active, you can take a bonus action to take both of those actions. So as a bonus action, in subsequent turns, you can do the same thing, which is dash and disengage at once.
Which is very nice. I actually, the heavy is a nerf. Yeah, no, because you're not normally wearing heavy armor, because you should have blah 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 blah. What's the turn of phrase I'm looking for?
Unarmored defense.
Yes. So you're not likely to be wearing heavy armor. So all creatures are going to have disadvantage on opportunity attack rolls. But I guess they've completely gotten rid of it where you can just bonus action and have 0 opportunity attack rolls. Or am I missing something?
I think you never actually could rage with armor. Oh no, you could. Never mind. I'm talking shit. Which would then mean that Wizards of the Coast don't understand D&D. But yeah, there was never a point in time where you'd ever really wear armor as a barbarian, because you're always going for that unarmored defense and just going in because you already have that natural AC, just from being strong. So why would you need it?
Gotcha. This is actually a bit of an upgrade. I had to quickly Google it myself. So instead of having instead of your opponent having disadvantage on attack, he has no option for an attack.
Yeah, it's a straight big upgrade. Because before you wouldn't be able to use your dash action until the turn after you raged, because your rage is a bonus action. But now it's inbuilt into when you initially rage, which is good. Yeah. It's straight upgrade. It allows you to act as a tank, but also to get out of dodge if things are getting a little too hairy.
Which is very good. I like that upgrade. I think we should ignore elk and tiger. I'm kind of reading it now. I don't think they're missing out on too much.
What wolf used to be? Yeah, well, just fuck them. They don't exist anymore.
Sorry, listeners, they don't exist. Who cares?
So the old wolf is, while you were raging, your friends have advantage on melee attack rolls against creatures within 5 feet of you that are hostile to you. What it is now is exactly the exact same. Exactly the same. So while your rage is active, your allies have advantage on attack rolls against an enemy of yours within 5 feet of you.
I can see what
funny, which is quite funny, right? Because put this as an example for your charm condition, right? Like say Crown of Madness, which makes you attack anyone that's within 5 feet of you. Or you perceive your allies as enemies temporarily. Technically, your party would then have advantage on each other if they were within 5 feet of the barbarian, while they had their wolf rage active.
So highly specific.
It's so highly specific, but come on, it's a really funny niche scenario.
I'm about to say the wolf has obviously not changed. I don't see a lot of utility for it. Granted, there should be at face value. But historically, for me, you very rarely have. You're probably going to be the melee attacker. You may have a fighter. Other than that, like for rogue, it's not going to make much of a difference. You're within 5 feet, so they'll still get that sneak attack damage. It's kind of just for a fighter or another barbarian.
Yeah,
maybe it's a bit rare, but I think they have nerfed the bear for you to use other options.
Yeah, because one thing I actually did notice while I was looking at the differences between these two is beforehand with the old Totem Warrior, you had to choose one of the totems you got at level 3, and then you had that one permanently. But with the new updated Wild Heart, you choose which one of the 3 you go for when you start your rage. So I now understand a little bit why they may have nerfed Bear.
I did not clock that phrasing at all.
Because I looked at it, was like, they have much less text for Rage of the Wild. Like, there's much less text for Rage of the Wilds, and it's like, I completely fucking skipped over that because I'm like, oh, it's the same. They choose one of these, but they've just given them 3 options instead of 5. No, they have 3 options always.
Interesting. Okay. So that is a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, it's a strict upgrade to the initial feature, because there's now you've 3 choices, but it's whenever you rage you get those choices. So understandably, that means mid-battle, if you feel like one of them isn't doing you good enough, you can consciously end your rage and then enter a new one and change your rage type.
Yeah, like if you're getting absolutely dicked because they're doing radiant damage, you can just be like, oh, well, they're melee, so I'm gonna change my thing to an eagle so I can disengage and dash away. I like this. No, I like this. All right, let's keep going before I just keep saying I like this.
Keep going. Beforehand, like in the old edition, you had aspect to the beast, so you gain Another magical benefit of your choice, once you hit level 6, you can choose the same animal that you had originally chosen for level 3, or a different one, and these are the exact same again. So you can choose bear, eagle, elk, tiger, or wolf. It's completely different in the new Path of the Wild Heart, so I'll just go through these ones anyway. Bear just meant your carrying capacity was doubled, and you have advantage on strength checks made to push, pull, lift, or break objects. Now, I know from experience, not a lot of DMs actually use carrying capacity, and you just end up having a rogue that has 1,500 knives on him for any goddamn given reason, just because it's funny and it's a game. Let's have fun. So sometimes bear was never chosen. It just would give you advantage on strength checks to, do push, pull, lift, or break. Still nice. If you are doing carrying capacity, obviously, amazing. I know for a fact when I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, having double carrying capacity matters a lot for me.
Yeah, but when you've so much, because you're gonna pop it. I'm losing my capacity to speak. What is English? When you
language.
Yeah, when you're barbarian and you're gonna be this subclass, you'll want strength as your big one, and that's what your carrying lift thing capacity is off. So you're gonna already be able to carry like way too much anyway. Because I remember we did it for one campaign because you were like, oh, how much does it truly affect people? And now granted, you then open the concept of a bag of many things, and then I just ended up carrying a lot of stuff because I could carry 400 pounds or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot. It's crazy amount. So a bit useless. No offense, Bear. You were super OP on the 3rd level, but not great. Then you've got Eagle, where you can see up to a mile away, and dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception checks.
Handy for skulking situations, not always handy for other situations.
Anything else?
Eagle is niche, and if your campaign calls for it, fuck yeah, take it, go for it.
Yes.
I never did.
I'm about to say, I'm reading through my notes, and I'm like, I think I can tell which one I take.
Yeah,
which shouldn't really be the case. Like elk just seems a bit ridiculous. I mean, fine, elk is fine. I guess it's about to say for not a one shot, elk is very good. It doubles your travel pace, including up to 10 companions when they're 60 feet with you and not incapacitated.
It makes road trips so much quicker.
Yeah, about to say, if your DM is giving you a big map, yay.
Hoorah.
Hooray.
Hooray.
I'm impressed.
Oh, impressed, yeah. Tiger then was you gain proficiency in 2 skills from either athletics, acrobatics, stealth, or survival. Nothing wrong.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with gaining skill proficiencies. They can come in handy, but let's be honest, you've probably already chosen skill proficiency in athletics. Acrobatics is based on strength. Stealth is not acrobatics. Acrobatics is based on dex. Same with strength. Stealth. My fucking god. And survival is based on wisdom.
Is it?
I think survival is wisdom. Yeah, because it's one of the things that rangers are good at, and it's why people complain about rangers being terrible. It's because they're good at it. They're very good at stuff outside of combat as well, like survival checks or tracking, other stuff like that. It's kind of like their token skill.
Well, talking about tracking, that's what the wolf one does. You can track other creatures while traveling at a fast pace, and you can move stealthily while traveling at a normal pace. So it's elk, really.
Yes, but previously, if you were traveling at a fast pace, it was impossible for you to track something, as the checks you would need to make would be, you'd be moving too fast to notice the finer details, as it was put. If you're moving at a normal pace, would be the only way that you'd be able to try and track something, and that would be just straight rolls.
Anyway, I'm delighted with the change. It's very niche ruling, in my opinion. Obviously, some DMs will obviously engage with it, others won't.
So what that has changed to in 2024 is what's called Aspect of the Wilds. So once per long rest, you gain one of these benefits, and you can change it every long rest. So you have Owl, which gives you dark vision to a range of 60 feet. And if you already have dark vision, it increases that range by 60 feet. So having the option to gain yourself some dark vision or increase the field of view with your dark vision, always good. Especially if you know you're going to be in a situation where dark vision is going to come into play. Like imagine taking a trip down to the Underdark.
I think dark vision is always quite good. It's because it's bizarrely difficult to pick up. I find if you haven't built your character to have dark vision from the get-go, it's actually quite difficult to pick up. So this is fantastic. You're not going to be some fucker with a torch. You're not going to be that guy. There's always one guy, and you will no longer be that guy.
There's a reason there's so many memes about your DM telling you, oh, you walk into a dark room. I have dark vision. What do I see? What do I see? Tell me.
Yeah, no, exactly. The other two are a bit more niche, I think, because you've got Panther, that has a climb speed equal to your speed, and Salmon, where you have a swim speed, speed equal to your speed, which are super handy, highly situational. But I like this much better. These are actually usable, in my opinion.
And especially again, once you've completed your long rest, if you feel you need them, if you know you're going to need them, it's easy to change.
One thing I think I would have liked is one of them to be your movement speed. Or do you think that's too overpowered?
I don't think so, because don't Barbarians have a natural increase in movement speed anyway? As part of their level progression.
Oh.
Yeah, level 5, they get 10 feet of extra movement.
Yeah. So maybe it's not needed. Maybe that's why the class itself gets that extra speed. I like the change.
Technically, 2 of them are to do with your movement speed, but what they effectively do is they double either your climbing speed or your swim speed, because your swim speed at at base is half your regular movement speed.
Oh.
Yeah, same with your climb.
So I like this. I mean, it'll be very funny. Like, you're about to climb a mountain. I want a long rest. Come on, Panther.
Let me pray to the Panther spirit, and I will get a climb speed.
I think Panther's an interesting animal to choose for climbing. They're not.
They're known for climbing trees.
Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, so are bears. You don't climb trees up for bears. That would make more sense.
Bears stereotypically strong, and they already got representation. So why would you choose bear for climb speed again?
What about the monkey?
I mean, you have a valid point, but Panther is kind of a cooler sounding, flavor thing to put here than monkey.
Significantly cooler than like koala bear, who also climbs.
Oh yeah, you choose koala bear as part of your Aspect of the Wilds, and you suddenly have immunity to poison damage because you can eat fucking eucalyptus leaves.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. Actually, yeah, no, let's include that. I'm going to put that as a homebrew option.
Granted, that does the bear totem for level 3 does cover poison, so
yeah,
you have resistance to it anyway.
Never mind, I don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah. Get Aspect of the Wild koala immunity to poison damage. How does he keep doing it? Gnaws slowly. He did it.
Yay! He's so cute. But anyway, on to the Spirit Walker, which is the 10th level ability for the original Totem Warrior. You gain the ability to cast Communion with Nature as a ritual, but when you do, a spiritual version of one of the animals you chose for this, for the Totem Spirit or Aspect of the Beast, appears to you to convey the information you seek. Now, it's just you cast Commune with Nature as a ritual, but Wisdom is your spellcasting ability for it. Plain and simple, done.
It's a bit shit, but everything else is pretty cool. You got all the cool stuff early. Deal with it. Level 14.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's not actually Commune with Nature actually isn't that bad. It's again, it's not really though. So it's basically what you do is you communicate with nature spirits to gain knowledge of your surroundings. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the area within 3 miles. In caves and natural underground settings, the range is limited to 300 feet. The spell doesn't function where nature has been previously replaced by construction, such as castles or settlements. But when you cast the spell, you choose 3 of the following facts, and you learn those facts as they pertain to the area. There's 5 options. So you can choose either locations of settlements, locations of portals and other planes of portals to other planes of existence, the location of one challenge rating 10 plus creature, DM's choice, that is celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. The most prevalent kind of plant, mineral, or beast, you choose which one of those 3 to learn, or locations of bodies of water. The most helpful part of that is learning where a CR 10 or higher creature is, especially if you're hunting one.
That's actually not too bad. You know what? It's fine then. Fine. I'm glad you went through it.
You just saw Commune with Nature and immediately was like, oh yeah, we can just talk to the shit around us.
Let me talk to the plants. Hello, little eucalyptus. Tell me your secrets.
Don't like the answer. Begin to chew really slowly.
Go for a long rest. No. Go back to the eucalyptus.
No, straight to eucalyptus.
It's koala time, baby. Commune with nature again. Commune with nature again, so the eucalyptus knows it's about to be eaten. What are you doing there, mister? Anyway, because the obvious step is to pretend you're the eucalyptus being eaten, and it gets very weird very quickly. So moving on, back in 2014,
it's a weird prompt for improv class, but yeah.
I think that would be so much fun. I'd love to go to one of them, and granted they did it on TED, but I'd actually love to do it. I think it would be gas.
Well, just to go and do improv for a little bit.
Yeah. What training are you gonna do? You just show up. That's the whole fucking deal of it.
And don't forget your yes and attitude.
Yes and no, we're not doing that. There's a line, and y'all crossed it. Y'all are crazy. I think it'd be fun. And what training do you need? The whole fucking concept on the spot.
Ah, yes, but eventually you need to be kind of funny for it to work.
Yeah, that's I have seen clips of people who just aren't that funny. But other people have obviously told them they're funny. They do the pause for people to laugh, and no one does. And unfortunately, that then does make it funny. So he's right. He's fooled me. I have laughed because of him, but not for the reasons he'd like. Anyway, level 14. Back in 2014, you'd have a totemic attunement where you get a magical benefit based on the totem animal of your choice that you made in level 3. You can choose the same animal you selected or previously or to a different one. My apologies. I got excited. For the bear, while you're raging, a creature within 5 feet of you that's hostile to you has advantage on attack rolls against targets other than you or another character with this feature. Any enemy. Am I? Yes. Has disadvantage on targets other than you.
Yep.
An enemy is immune to this effect if they can't see or hear you, or it can't be frightened.
Yeah, which you'd be surprised the amount. There is a large number of like big boss baddies that are immune to the frightened condition.
Yeah. especially at level 14. It's nearly as if this class is kind of the wrong way round. A lot of its cool features happen very early on, and then it kind of gets a little bit worse and worse. Minus speaking to Eucalyptus, because who doesn't love that? We'll keep going on though. So with the eagle, while raging, you have a fly speed equal to your walking speed. This benefit only works in short bursts. You fall if you end your turn in the air and nothing else is holding you aloft. Oh, I thought that was quite cool, and then it ruined it. I see.
Not quite very thematic for a barbarian to have like a long flying speed, but it just allows you to get up to like higher places easier. That kind of thing.
I know, but shit, man. Anyway, then we have elk. While you're raising, good lord. Ugh. We've got another episode where I'm gonna say raging the whole time, aren't I? Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you know
while
what?
Raging,
it's contagious. It is seeped through the interwebs and to you, because I'm gonna keep doing it. While
raging, you can use a bonus action during your move to pass through a space of a large or smaller creature. That creature must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 8 plus strength plus your proficiency bonus, or be knocked prone and take bludgeoning damage equal to 1d12 plus your strength modifier. That's very good. I like that a lot. I hope they've kept something similar, because that's very funny.
It is quite cool.
But, yeah, it's still a bonus action. I thought you could just move and go fucking... Its bonus action is still fine, don't get me wrong. I just think it's funny. And then you can just wail on him. Very, very funny.
Get the advantage from going prone.
I assume it's not, because elk kind of got deleted, as well as tiger, which was while you were raging and you move at least 20 feet in a straight line towards a large or smaller target right before making a melee attack weapon against it. You can use your bonus action again to make an additional weapon attack against it, which I like. Very
Extra
good.
attack.
Very good. It's between elk and tiger, which they did not like in 2024. Finally, though, with wolf, while you're raging, you can use your bonus action to knock a large or smaller creature prone when you hit with a melee attack weapon. Doesn't mention anything about a save. So, just a bonus action.
Just as long as they're large or smaller, and once you've hit them, that's technically the save.
So you choose wolf. So you just choose wolf.
Guaranteed prone. It's good.
Yeah. So what have they done in 2024, Dan?
So what they've done is they've given you another, when you activate your rage, choose one of the following: Falcon, Lion, or Ram. So with Falcon, while your rage is active, you have a fly speed equal to your speed if you aren't wearing armor. There you go, Leo. There's your guaranteed fly.
Thank you.
No stipulations. You have a fly speed equal to your speed while you aren't wearing armor. And since your rage lasts for 10 minutes and at later levels in Barbarian, you can choose not to end it. You just have
Happy days.
Happy days.
Yeah.
You also have Lion. So while your rage is active, any of your enemies within 5 feet of you have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you or another barbarian who has the same option active. Let me hold on. So what is activity?
Okay, no, it is the same. It is the same. I was looking to see if they did one creature again.
It's not. It's different because you can technically chain 2 barbarians. Together to give the enemy permanent disadvantage as long as 2 of you are within 5 feet of them.
Oh.
So if you have 2 lion barbarians, they just have disadvantage on everything.
That's very good.
So it's an ability that links with another ability of the same name, because Sentinel specifically mentions you don't get this benefit if the target, if your other ally has Sentinel. It doesn't work or chain with another Sentinel, which is cool. I don't actually think there's many, if any, abilities in D&D that specifically mention that exact
not linking.
Not linking or linking. It's strange, but Either way, it's still really good. You just give the enemy disadvantage on everything else but you. Then you have Ram. So while your rage is active, you can cause a large or smaller creature to have the prone condition when you hit it with a melee attack, a strict upgrade from Wolf before. It's just once you hit them, no bonus action, you make them prone, as long as they're larger or smaller.
Yeah, I like this. I know. Path. Do you know what? I'll say Path of the Totem Warrior was very good. Obviously, you just the unfortunate thing is that there's a lot of decisions that you just make. So you're building very similar Totem Warrior barbarians. This new one I quite like. The only real worst part is obviously at level 3 when they've nerfed Bear by so much, but you have so much option to shift over to Eagle or Wolf at level 3, and then the fact that you're able to choose whenever you want. Really, the only thing that's truly time dependent is the level 6 aspect of the wilds. It's after you finish a long rest, you can change you can change which one you've gone for, while with the other one you're stuck with that. You got to make that decision.
Yeah,
I like this a lot, actually. And you get to speak to Eucalyptus. I like this a lot.
Yeah, you're sold on only the Eucalyptus.
Solely that.
I think they took a little bit of inspiration from how the Totem Warrior was buffed for Baldur's Gate 3. Because as you leveled up in Baldur's Gate as a barbarian, if you were Path of the Totem Warrior, I think it was actually called Path of the Wild Heart. I think it is called Path of the Wild Heart in Baldur's Gate. I haven't messed with the barbarian in the last couple of playthroughs. But basically they allowed you to change your your initial totem that you chose at the beginning as you progressed, so you could change how you played if you felt you weren't getting as much use out of it. So I like the fact that they've gone for when you rage, you can choose one of the following. So at level 14, you have 2 choices to make once you rage, which is really cool. And you can choose any combination of them to use to your advantage make sure whatever situation you're in kind of goes your way.
Because there's no point in having Ram if they're a huge creature. It's pointless. So you choose something else. Also, by the way, Baldur's Gate 3, it was called Wild Heart, so they had notions of this for a while.
Yeah. Well, though, to be honest, it was Larian Studios, I think, was it made that made Baldur's Gate 3.
Was there no connection?
There was. They had to get the rights from Hasbro, and
but is that it?
What is it? Then it was that. Yeah, they developed the game. They've gotten the rights and the permission to use the D&D IP, and then they make the game.
Interesting. I thought they had a department. I thought they liaisoned with blah blah blah. The people who've just changed the rules. The name of them.
Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast. So they didn't liaison with them at all.
They may have.
I assume they did.
I really couldn't tell you how the development process went, but my best guess was they had to get the rights to the IP and then develop the game.
Fair. Well, I must say, I think Path of the Totem Warrior was a solid 8 out of 10. Quite a good class. But I think this is the Wild Heart. I think this is like a 9. I'm vibing with this. There's a lot of very good proficiencies that you're good at. You're still very much good at being on the front line. But depending on who you're up against, very quickly, by just getting rid of your rage and starting a new one, which you don't really do as a barbarian, but you have up to, 6? You have 6 rages. Now you're actually going to disengage your rage, bonus action rage again, to change your configuration in mid-fight. I like this a lot. I actually nearly want to say 10. I'm really vibing with this.
I'm really vibing with it as well. It's solid 8 or 9 would be for me in terms of the class. The only thing as I said I'm really salty about is the nerf to bear, but I understand it because you now have more choice. So they felt because if you want to give other options some chances, you kind of have to make sure they're all somewhat as equally useful. Because imagine having to try and make two other options as good as bear being resistant to everything but psychic. Imagine trying to balance eagle and wolf with that same mindset.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go 8.5. It's a great class. Bear nerf just has me really salty, so fight me.
I think it's because I actually personally have never used Totem Warrior, so I know I'm vibing with this. Yeah, necrotic and radiant are a bit bad, but still fire, cold, obviously the bludgeoning and stuff. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm vibing. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, no, it is good. It is good. Of course, I'm resonating with Barbarian. I will not do such. The Druid, I don't understand you. Leave me. But the frontline hit hard and hit quick. I get it. I'm here for it.
I get it. I vibe.
I vibe. I understand you. I'm here. Yeah, no, I like it. It'd be very interesting to see how the other two subclasses kind of match up, but they've done good work on the Barbarian so far.
They really have. And any like zoos or anything out there want to sponsor us for this episode specifically, because we were mentioning Path of the Wild Heart, hit us up. We'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. I'll take either Dublin Zoo or FOTA. Great birthday destinations, even if you're 27.
Yeah, I'd go to FOTA tomorrow if I could, but I'm kind of not in the fucking country, so.
Hey, go there. I'm telling you, it's a good it's a good place to go. Go to FOTA. I like it.
First time I went to FOTA, I was someone had pointed out the red pandas, but I couldn't see them, and I was really young and I really fucking loved red pandas. Couldn't see them. I was so disappointed when I left. So I made it my mission the next time I went back, which was years later, mind you, to make sure I saw those red pandas. I fucking waited and I saw them and I was very fucking happy.
Was that the moment you knew you needed glasses? Mom, we gotta get glasses now. I want to see the red pandas.
I had glasses then.
Oh, that's grim.
Yeah, and when someone's viciously pointing it out to you and you keep telling them, it's like, I can't see, and they're like, look, it's right there, and I'm like, well, that's the fucking problem. I'm looking, it's not there for me.
Oh, you're one of those people?
I'm not one of those people. My mum was at the time. She was like, look, it's right there, and I'm like, I can't fucking see it.
Yeah, you're one of those non-seers. I'm pointing it out. What's difficult?
What's difficult? You can see it. I can't. Why do you not understand?
For me, it's the what's that god ugly? It's such an ugly adult. Oh, it's gonna wreck my head. It's like these big hippo things with trunks. They're obviously not an Irish animal.
Elephant?
No, right? So they look like
hippo things with trunks, and I'm like, it's the only thing that comes to mind.
But when they're younger, right, they're adorable because they're super thin and they have stripes. They're far more colorful. They lose all that color when they're an adult. They're super cute. One second, I've got to find. Don't show me. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, give me a name, please. Don't just yes. Your tapir. Is that what I'm looking at? Oh, such an adorable little.
Is it tapir?
Yeah, tapir. I should trust my gut. Tapirs, god ugly as adults, but as a baby, they're so teeny tiny. They're very difficult to see. I will say that. Because you've got this thing that's like the size of a fat pony, and their babies come out like the size of a fucking puppy dog.
It's adorable.
Like it's oh no, it's fucking ridiculously cute. And I went out to photo with my girlfriend, and we there was a sign being like, oh, they do like a whole like information thing, and it's like, oh, we've just missed the baby tapirs, and I got so upset. Luckily it was like at the end. I spent like 5 minutes looking for the baby tapirs because they're fucking difficult to find because their tapirs are huge, so their enclosure is huge. And then she saw the sign and read it out, and I'm like, oh, what's the fucking point then?
Oh yeah, if you saw that at the start, you probably would have just walked back to the car.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. If I think it's because I spend so much time looking. Like, I'm going around the exhibit. I'm trying to like scoop myself into places I probably shouldn't be in, and just try and find these baby tapirs. And there was no point.
I always fucking loved the tropical house in Fota, where they just got like all the butterflies and everything just flying around. It's so cool.
Yeah. I have never heard someone say like, I cannot wait to go to that tropical part.
I am that guy. I'm also the guy that loves to go to the reptile house. I fucking love going to the reptile house.
Bring out the snakes.
Honestly, there was a point in time where Mum actually almost bought me a bearded dragon.
That's because they're cool. They're a bit dull though. They're visually cool. They're amazing.
They're cool. They're great gaming buddies. Because because they're cold-blooded, and what they do is they like to like hold onto your collarbone and rest against your chest. So if you're just chilling out playing video games, you can just have your bearded dragon there, and he's all nice and warm and snug, and you're just kind of like, hell yeah, look at you, and just give him a little scratch on the head. But we've gone to stay in Clare with Sarah and her family, and we'd gone to a petting zoo, and they had a bearded dragon there, and I fucking fell in love with the thing, and it was just. Because there's a picture we have where he's just like, again, like holding onto my collarbone and just across. And it was absolutely adorable. And I was so excited that I got to hold it. And then we got to see it. Now, mind you, I was probably like 15, 16 maybe. So I was ridiculously excited to see this see this bearded dragon. Probably about the same level as a 5-year-old child who really liked reptiles. Gonna be honest. So Mum was really considering it. I'm like, I wouldn't be able to, but like, I think I had the presence of mind, I think, to say no, I really can't have one, because realistically we own a cat, and that's going to be the end of that. If he gets loose, he's gone. Because our cat would probably, our cat at the time probably would have savaged the poor fucker. That and either. To be fair, Mum or someone in the house probably would have had a heart attack if they just see this thing fucking skitter across the sitting room.
They're not that quick, are they?
They're quick. They're quick in short bursts. So like they can dart, but they can't sprint.
Interesting. And also, they also live for like 20 years.
I would still have him now, and he would still be a great gaming buddy.
Do you think you could go to Scotland with a bearded dragon? No, he's my support animal. Don't touch him.
I probably could bring him across, but I'd probably need like a passport and find out how to like specifically transport them.
If you had a bearded dragon, I get you a bearded dragon today.
Mm-hmm.
It's waiting for you for when you come home.
Mm-hmm.
What are you calling your bearded dragon right now?
Oh. I have it in mind, and I'm going to be honest, it's entirely dependent on if it's a female or not. But probably Saphira. I'm going to be honest.
Saphira?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
That's just the first thing that popped to mind. I was like, oh, Saphira, that fits.
Interesting. So not Boss or Fido.
No. Because I'm looking at that and I'm like, that's a stereotypical dog name, and it seems really. Imagine it's like, oh yeah, do you want to come in and see my bearded dragon, Fido? You see that? You hear that silence, Leo? That's how you know it's ridiculous.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, do you want to see Fido? And they get super psyched. Yeah, here he is.
Yeah, then they get really disappointed or freaked out. I'm setting expectations. And Saphira fits. It's a bearded dragon.
Then surely it should be a male dragon.
Hey, in what universe can't these fictional female dragons have beards? I mean, female dwarves have beards.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting route to go down this argument.
You go into any fantasy thing, there's usually some stereotype there that it's very difficult for people who aren't like regularly hanging out with dwarves to tell the difference between a male and a female dwarf at first glance, just because they both have majestic beards.
I don't even know where to go with this. I know we're improving right now, but I got nowhere to run, boy.
It's okay. We can probably end this because we've done 2 fairly solid subclass lookovers, so we can probably call it quits if you're uncomfortable with the dwarf top.
That's right, dear listeners. It brings us to an end of another session where the dice are hard, the jokes are harder, and our standards are at an all-time low. If you enjoyed this chaos, be sure to follow and subscribe. If not, at least we finished, even if you didn't. Goodbye.
I really want that bearded dragon. Bye.